Hi plodders. This month starts off okay, but then goes downhill. So this field, when I was little, because I was born here, we're talking maybe I was like 7-year-old, it used to be full of wheat, and the farmers used to come round with the tractors. That lump is actually the extension of the quarry that wasn't there. It was way over there. So this was all wheat fields, and these trees here were saplings, and as kids we used to run across this field and go over to that middle one just to see if it had any nuts or seeds or things on it every year. We didn't know what type of tree it was. I still don't know what type of tree it is, but I'm gonna go investigate it now. But yeah, it's kind of sad how it's all just gone into a field, but things have to change. Progress. Oh, and addition, where that lump is now, on the opposite side of that lump, there was the ruins of an old barn or some sort of farmer's building with a sealed over well on it, and we didn't dare to go near it because we thought it was haunted, and it's all been dug out now. There's all this electrified fence and there's cameras there and everything for the quarry, but I wonder what they found when they dug it all up, if they found anything. As I'm getting closer to it, I can see something twinkling. I think this thing's underneath the tree. Oh my god! Someone's put all these things under the tree. It's a memorial for someone's brother, son, beginning with a J. I don't remember any kids I used to hang out with J as the first initial. Jason maybe, I'm not sure. Beautiful little thing though. Foggy morning. Look at that, looks like we're walking into just nothing. Welcome to silent Huddersfield. Just had a bad fall. Tripped in my slippers. I'm okay. Stump hurts. Leg twisted a bit, but I've managed to unscrew it and put it right. Sent me on a why me moment, but the little man was just licking my good leg. Make me feel better, aren't you? Hey? You're trying to make my leg better? Yeah, I'm okay, baby. I'm okay. Hey plodders, it's Monday the 20th of October and I'm at my prosthetist's because I had a bad fall on Friday, and I tried to correct the leg, but today I found that the foot was still too long, so I unfastened it at the bottom, tried to pull it up and then refasten it, and one of the screws snapped. So of course I had to come here to get that sorted because there's no way that I can sort that out. Plus I got them to look at the top bit where I'd unfastened it and refastened it to try and get it lined back up again, which I'm not supposed to do, and I don't know what the Newton meter torque is for that, so they've correctly obviously now fastened it back up to where it should be. Probably going to have to drill out the screw that snapped. I was terrified that my bone anchor had got twisted because the actual leg was twisted, and I didn't think that this part had a fail-safe in, like the other one had tension beads. But the prosthetist has told me that this actually has like these plastic teeth that break, and he looked into it and it had actually done what it's supposed to do, which made it twist to that side. So yeah, back here again, and I've made an appointment with Mr. Kang. I'm just waiting for him to get back to me because I want him to do an x-ray just to be on the safe side that my bone anchor is okay, because at the moment it's been 3 days and my thigh feels like I've just badly sprained it, and I've got intense pins and needles, as well as the problem that's going on with my back still, which the NHS is just not doing anything about. So probably while I'm down there, I'll get him to give me a steroid injection and see what he suggests, which I'll just pay for and just get sorted. So, as you can imagine, that's really put me on a down, just want everything just to stop. But, plod on. Funny update. I was in that like mindset of like, just give me a sign, just give me a sign just to carry on. And I just looked up and look at this. Morning vloggers, it's the 22nd of October and my mental health hasn't been that well this month because of my fall and being in a lot of pain, but I decided I'm going to go back on the gabapentin and the citrulline. Luckily I had some still from before in my cupboards, so I put myself on 300 milligrams of gabapentin and 1 tablet of citrulline, which the citrulline is for the depression, gabapentin is for nerve pain. This is day 2 of that, and I instantly know that it's working because I'm really spacey. It's hard to describe. The world is like you've had a little bit too much to drink, but you're not, you know, if you have that next one, it's gonna make you a bit woo. That's the feeling. It fuzzes out the world so you can cope. That's mainly the gabapentin, because I know citrulline takes about 2 weeks to work. But I'm walking without pain, so it's working, which is so nice. Now the reason why I went back on the gabapentin is because the day after my fall, my phantom limb had really intense bad pins and needles, and I had this, my sensation of my foot has always been, they call it telescopic, where basically it feels shorter than my actual foot next to it, and it was normally in the position where I'd had my accident. So imagine your leg pulled up at an angle, and it was always in that position, but it had turned my foot and it felt like it was grabbed hold by something, and it was pulling really intense, like somebody was squishing it in a clamp, with really intense pins and needles. So like somebody had got hold of the end of my stump and was basically holding it really, really tight. So I thought, right, I know what's happening here. Because of the bang, my muscles or the area that skin has swollen up and got compacted. So it's hurting, and until that swelling goes down, then it's going to be like this. So went straight onto the gabapentin because that's the only thing that works for me. And I'm put a thing in with the doctor to get a phone appointment so that I can get those medicines regularly back onto me. But it's going to be a couple of weeks before the doctor calls me back and sorts that out. So it's lucky that I actually had some in stock, because I'm now able to walk. Got my stick tucked under my arm without pain, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, keep plodding on. Morning vloggers, it's the 23rd of October. I'm sat on a bench at the moment in my park because my back's hurting and my legs hurting. Tried to go for a bit of a walk today, just sticking to the park. It's raining a little bit, but I just need to get out the fresh air. I've started the gabapentin and the citrulline, which is basically nerve medicine and happy pills. And it's only day 3 of the gabapentin, and already my head is just foggy as anything. But I need it just to calm down my leg, because the intense pins and needles is really just keeping me awake. Look at the bags under my eyes. Well, I'll keep on taking them, and then I've got my appointment next week for my leg for the x-ray, which I don't think I need, but I'm going to have it done anyway, and we'll see how I get on. Hello plodders, it's the 24th of October. I'm back in the park again. It's cold, that's why I'm wrapped up and raining. I had to sit down again because thighs hurting, back's hurting. Just look at that view. Hello plodders, it's the 25th of October. This is not a filter, I'm actually put some face on and I'm gonna go downtown for a little bit of a plod. I just quickly wanted to talk to you about depression and about how I deal personally with my mental health. When I had that fall, my mental health plummeted, went really, really bad. But I come up with this idea. So you get a jar, and what you do is you put on it moments I would have missed, and then the date of when you had a really, really, really bad low, okay? And then from then onwards, anything that's made you smile, or you've enjoyed, or you wouldn't have been here to see and do, put them in the jar, put a little note in the jar. And then when you have another really bad down low, open up the jar, read all those notes, and then change the date and just plod on. So highlights from this month was I got my Haunted Edinburgh medal, my challenge medal for doing all my plodding and my walking. On the way to my appointment, I saw this beautiful view in the Yorkshire Valley, and I found this huge mushroom on my walk, and finally a rainbow actually went onto my home. Hello plodders, this is not a filter. I just thought I'd show you what I do as a hobby. It's near Halloween, it's the 26th, and this is our Halloween game that I'm going to be running. I'm a DM or Dungeon Master or Mistress, or for those of you that are wondering what the hell that is, basically everyone's heard of Dungeons and Dragons. This is my own version of Dungeons and Dragons, but it's set in a Victoriana wibbly wobbly time thing, and I just thought I'd terrorise my players looking like this. Hello plodders, it's the 28th of October and I'm going to head to London to get an x-ray on my bone anchor. I think it's okay, but after the fall I just want to make sure that it's alright, and also to get the much needed steroid injections in my back, because the pathway on the NHS that I tried is stalled, it's not going anywhere. And then hopefully I'll see if Mr. Khan can do something about this trapped nerve, because it's really messing with my life at the moment since March, so we'll see how we get on. Hello plodders, it's Wednesday the 29th of October and I'm back home after going to London. I'm so tired. It took 3 hours to get there, 3 hours back with an overnight stay. I've had the steroid injections in my back, which has basically made my, when I take, imagine you've got a dead arm, right? And that numbness before the pins and needles set in, that's what my leg feels like right now, which is a hell of a lot better than it was, because I had the backache and I had the really intense pins and needles. I don't have that at the moment. Mr. Khan, said that I have possibly a neuroma that needs to be looked at. Definitely have some sort of trapped nerve that in 2 weeks' time, when this wears off, because this is my second injection, he's going to forward me in January to have exploratory surgery to find out what nerve it is that's trapped and hopefully untrap it. So yeah, and I've got another neuroma on the end of my stump as well, which currently only hurts if you press on it. And he actually said, while I was in the meeting with him, he said, "Do you want me to give you an injection into the neuroma on your stump?" And I'm like, no, because I would be hitting the ceiling and I'm already in pain. So, and I've badly sprained. That's Jasper running around because he's happy to see me with his toy. I would be hitting the ceiling, and I just wanted to get my back sorted out. And I've also badly sprained my thigh muscle when I fell, which will take a couple of weeks to sort out. So, just got to keep taking the painkillers. I'm going to take the gabapentin, just so it's in my system for when this wears off. And then January, I'm going to come off the gabapentin, come off the happy pills, and then hopefully have an operation to free this nerve. Morning plodders, it's the 31st of October, Halloween. Finally got through another month. My leg hurts, my back hurts still. The injection has numbed it a bit at the back, but where they put the needle in, it bruised all my bum, all that muscle. My leg, my prosthetic, is still crooked, so that's getting sorted next Wednesday. So I'm able to walk, but just slowly. And Jasper's got his Halloween hoodie on. So, been a bit of a tough one this month, but like I've said, I will document ups and downs. And I met a lovely lady who'd been through a very traumatic accident when I was getting my injection done. She was having her arm and leg looked at. She'd had osteo on both of those, and we get to have a giggle in the changing room and things. So as long as I get to cheer somebody up who's in a really bad situation, you know, just a few minutes of a giggle, it's worth it. So that levels out all that pain and tears, and yeah. So here's hoping November's better, but we always keep plodding on.